First and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wahab, Akar, Quadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe. And I mean to the very, very, very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because you know we're living in the last days of the last days. And I want to say, brothers, stay strong, stay firm, because Yahweh Shai is on his way and he's coming back to destroy the wicked. Stay firm. The Lord's going to bring down these people that are coming up against you. He's going to bring them down. Trust in the process, right? Trust in the process, right? These cults, these witch covens, the Lord's going to do with them. But you got to stay stable and consistent and stay on your base. Return to base. You teaching? The Lord just might want you to do that. Return to your base. Keep teaching, right? Regardless of what's going on around you. Don't let outside influences influence you back into the world. These are cults. These are Satanists. Some of these people are gangs. Told you about it. Now you know. Move forward. Teach the word and grow. Because we're gaining momentum, and guess what the enemy wants to do? Stop you from gaining that momentum. That's what the enemy wants you to do. Right? Stop you from gaining momentum. A lot of these people are cults, man. They're part of cults. Right? And they're doing illegal shit, which I've told you already. But they don't want other people to find out about. But the more you stay in the truth and you're firm, the more these things will get exposed. Okay? Let's start on this. This is 1 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work. Watching all things, make sure you're being watchful. Right? Watchful. So you got to watch the news. Right? You got to watch your surroundings to a certain extent. And it says, Baba Kashar, do the work of an evangelist. What does evangelist mean? An evangelist is someone that travels from place to place and teaches. All right? And it says, endure afflictions. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry. It says it. Make full proof of thy ministry. This is a ministry. So you got to make proof of what you're doing. It has to be evident that you're actually teaching that you believe. So that's what we need to do. We don't need to get caught up on other people, cults and all that. You don't get involved with their business. See, people, what they want to do, they want to corrupt brothers. They see you on that's what they want to do. Don't get caught up in that. Right? We teach the truth. Let them do what they're doing, their wickedness, and we're going to continue to live a righteous life. Right? We're not going to get caught up in anybody's mess or jargon. Let's go to Hebrews now. 10 and 32. But call to remembrance the former days, in which after you were illuminated, you endured a great fight of afflictions. So it says, call to former days, call to mind. That's what we're doing, calling to mind. Okay? Where we were illuminated. With what? This wisdom, this truth. So we're being illuminated by the words of Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai. The Lord's lighting on us. That wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding. That's what the Lord's doing. And he's supping with us. And he's grooming us in the right way. We're being groomed in the right way. Not in a wicked way. Right? Don't pay attention to these cults and all that, man. You point out stuff, obviously, you record it, but don't get caught up in their madness. Because this right now, this is about a certain perception that people are trying to push out. How you're not worthy to judge them or not to make it or whatever. So you got to stay in these words. This is the safe place of Yahweh Shai. This is the secret place. They can't listen. They can't gainsay what we're doing. And it says, in which you were illuminated, you enjoyed a great fight of afflictions, partly whilst you were made a gazing stock. So certain people, they're going to be mesmerized. They're going to gaze. What's he doing? What's he teaching? Certain people are mesmerized by what we're doing. Some people are in awe, both by reproaches and afflictions. So in this truth, you're going to suffer reproach, smear campaigns, lies, slander, and affliction. Some of you are going to be afflicted mentally and sometimes physically. And partly whilst you became companions of them that were so used. It says it, companions of those that were so used. Used. People in this system, Satan wants to use you and abuse you. The moment you say no and put your foot down and I shall worship the Lord Jehovah Shai, that's when there becomes a problem. Right? It becomes a problem. The moment you say no, the moment you tell Satan no, listen, that's where you're going to see the warfare really begin. Really begin. And you're going to see them horns come out. Not saying the devil has horns, but you understand. That aggression, that wrath, the moment you say no, the moment you choose your Yahweh Shai and yourself, that's when there becomes a problem. Right? That's when there becomes a problem. Oh, don't be scared of it. That's when there becomes a problem. Okay? I'm just try and intimidate me with that witchcraft, man. Bro, these are cults walking past. If you watch carefully, just look at the side of me. Watch how these people move. The Lord, he removes them blinders of your eyes. And once he removes them blinders of your eyes, now you can see. So people can't pull a fast one on you. They can't do that. They have to now sidestep. That's what happens when you come into the truth. You may have been stupid, gullible. You're not gullible no more. Right? So people can't deal with you directly. So they have to come like cockroaches and crabs and all that. Come on, just deal justly, man, and the Lord will reward you justly. See what else we got. We're going to start off on Monday with some good stuff. And it says, where was I? For you had compassion on me and my bonds and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that you have in heaven a better and enduring substance. So guess what we got? We got a better and enduring substance in heaven. Better. It says it. Enduring substance in heaven. What's that substance? A kingdom in heaven. Right now we're fighting warfare, spiritual warfare on all grounds. Right? And we are winning. Don't get it twisted, because you know Yahweh Shai wins. So you got to stay firm. And sometimes, learn to say no. Don't be that person you're afraid to say no, because if I say no, I don't want to come across as horrible and cold. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. All right? Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. So don't cast away that confidence, which have a great recompense of reward. Your confidence means to trust, faith. So brothers, have a confidence in the Lord. Don't cast that away. Do not cast that confidence away. All right? I can see someone, I can see someone behind me. They're probably a trafficker, baby. Yeah, the man's probably a trafficker, baby. Forget about all that anyway, brother. The Lord's going to deal with that anyway. The grooming, the traffic, all that stuff, the Lord will deal with it. I don't want to say forget about it, but the Lord will deal with that. Right? Look at this, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This is what I deal with every day. This is what I do with this type of behavior. This is what I deal with every day. Right? So cast not away your confidence, which is in Yahweh Shai. We have confidence in him. And he's making a way for us. Sometimes it feels like you're banging your head against a brick wall. You're not. Keep doing this until you see the results, and you will see results. For you have need of patience, see? And after you have done the will of God, that you might receive the promise. So this is about patience and receiving the will of God. And you've got these dark witches walking about as well. All right? Patience, man. So you got to have patience in your afflictions. Have great patience. Come on. So we went to that barbecue shop. For yet a little while, and he shall come, will come and will not tarry. Who are you waiting upon? Yahushua, and he will not tarry. He's on his way. The enemy is going to put all types of thoughts in your head. All types of thoughts. You're not good enough. You can't do nothing. You're useless. Well, that's coming from the enemy. That's not coming from God. That's not coming from Yahushua. That's coming from the enemy. So you got to shut that down immediately. Shut that down. Shut that down straight away. Don't entertain it. Ephesians, give no place to the devil. Shut it down, rebuke it, move forward. Today, what am I doing? Moving forward. In the word, in the truth. Consistency, very important. That's how you get results. Some of you brothers, you've surpassed what you needed to surpass already. You just might not think that because you want more, right? Listen, trust the process. Right, the Lord Yahushua is doing things. It's constant persistence, consistence. That's what gives you results. So it may seem like, nothing's really happening. Things are happening in the background. Yahushua is moving things. The enemy wants you to think that. That's why he tries to get you in a place of despair. You're doing a good thing. And it says, for yet a little while and he shall come, will come and will not tarry, but now the just shall live by faith. So we got to live by faith, not by doubt. The just shall live by faith. What's faith? The substance of things not seen, but believed. So we got to live by the faith that we have. All the people want to get up in my camera as well. So we got to live by faith. Hello? You got time for the Bible? We want to get up in it. You got to be careful. A lot of these people are part of cults, man. Right? So therefore, don't cast away that confidence, man. Bible can show. Where was we? Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. No pleasure. So we got to draw forward. Don't draw back. Pure witches, bro. If I was to pan the camera, baby. All right. Listen, bro. We're going to get into that as well. So we draw forward. I want to mention that. This new thing that's called organized. They call it organized witchcraft. That's a new thing right now. Organized witchcraft. All right? These are witch covens, bro. Satanist. How you get on Satan's most wanted list? I'm telling you, bro, there's something called organized witchcraft, which is another form of gang stalking. It's organized. It's when demons organize, man. All these people are looking at their handlers. You can see it. These people are fucking demonic. These people are demonic. Trying to open up portals and you see, bro, you see it. You see it. Bro, I'm sure they got jobs. Why are they walking up and down here? They're not trying to get the words. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to stop what we got going. They're trying to bring confusion and chaos in the midst of this. But the Lord Yahushua is not the author of confusion. Remember that. The Lord is not the author of confusion, man. Right? The Lord's not the author of confusion. But that's what they want to bring amongst us, confusion. That's what they want to bring. Why? The Lord's going to justify his men. Brothers, stay patient. There's narratives. Wait, listen. There's certain narratives that are being pushed out. False narratives. But guess what happens when one is pride? We're going to go into Proverbs. Check this out. Guess what happens when one is prideful? Guess what happens? They don't want to let go of that false narrative. But listen, people know, especially concerning me. People know. People watch my videos. And they know, hold on a minute. So hold on, that was all lies. So hold on, you mean to tell me that was all rubbish? Nobody believes it anymore. This is what people do. They run to people, get on it. Nobody believes it anymore because it holds no weight. And brothers know what I do. I come out here, I teach the word, I get my little food, I do my artwork, I do other things as well, and I stay out the way. So therefore, what the people are doing, it holds no weight. That's why you got to stand in truth. Check this out. Stand in truth, man. Check this out. We're going to go to Proverbs, brother, for sure. Where was we? Proverbs. But listen, people are going to find out sooner or later. There's so much things I could tell you about. There's so much different things. Right? You don't need to be a part of a high-ranking organization that belongs to Satan if you have the Lord. Nothing's wrong with networking, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to. Oh, if he ain't in with us, then that's a problem. There's people doing things behind closed doors, trying to get brothers in trouble. There's people that got spirits upon them, man. Spirits of control, spirits of manipulation. Real talk. We're going to go to Proverbs 6 and 12. A naughty person, a wicked man. A lot of these people are wicked, man. A lot of these people are wicked. Right? They're wicked and they're obsessed. A naughty person, a wicked man, walking with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, all that stupid coding. He speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. So these type of people, brothers, don't fret. They're going to be broken without remedy. Broken. Right? These 6 things doth the Lord Jehovah hate. 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue. Someone, first thing, proud. If you're prideful. And a lying tongue. Someone that lies. Bro, if you know, any of you that know about my story, you know about it. There was lies, and I'm not bitter because I don't want this to make me bitter because guess what? That opens up the room for torment. But bro, the lies that were told, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, and none of these things were true. And you still got people persisting on phones, talking rubbish. Why? Because it's about a narrative. So when you're out here, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and people see that, they're like, hold on a minute. I thought you said he was this way and that way, and he does this and does that. I'm looking at him. None of those things, I don't see it. I don't see it. That's called witchcraft. That's called witchcraft. In the satanic kingdom. Hello there, you okay?
All right.
You all right? Why are you panicking for? You seem very panicky. Yeah. All right, I like your coat. You know that's a sex kitten coat, right? You know that coat? You know it's sort of programming. It's called sex kitten programming. I don't know if you know that.
It's not necessarily talking about.
It is.
Yeah.
It's nice anyway. I like the coat. Man, she's kind of hot still. But guess what? We gonna get on their necks, man. Bro, I live for this, bro. I live for this. So you think you gonna get in the way of what I got going? It's cult, bro. Those of you that know, you know. Some of you are not gonna mention stuff. Some of you say keep silent, don't mention it. Let the Lord deal with it. Sometimes, no, you mention certain things. You mention certain things. It's cults that watch people. Now, was I a part of any type of cult? You could have been through association. You know that, right? You could have been hanging around with people and not realizing, hold on a minute, I was hanging around with this person, that person. They were in a cult. So these things can happen, but the moment you're back in the word, you're good. You're good. It's about narrative. That's what the people are pushing, narrative. Right? You got military walking past as well, and this is some deep, heavy level stuff. How did you get on the gang stalking Satanic's most wanted list? Why? Because you're a threat to the kingdom of darkness. It's some of the stuff you talk about as well. You bring things to light. That's why it's so important. Tell your testimony. Your testimony is important. Doing an X with your hand, what does that mean? Babakashad, none of that works. Spare me just a minute. People trying to put hexes, jinxes, all that, none of that's going to work with us. We are free in Yahweh Shai. Walk in that freeness. Walk in that liberty. Right? Walk in that liberty, man. You need to go somewhere, you go to that particular place, get what you need, then get moving. You have to speak up testimonies. It's so important. And hands that shed innocent blood, one proverb still. The Lord hates that. You running around looking to shed innocent blood, man. The blood of the saints, right? The blood of the saints. It's false narratives. They don't do anything. These people don't do anything. Right? They just walk around. They just sit there. Right? They don't do anything. Right? Like brothers, you're free. You are free. But you need to move like you're free. You can't say you're free, but you're not moving like you're free. You're moving like you're still in captivity. And has that shed innocent bloods, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift to running into mischief. So a lot of these people that walking past, this fits them. Their feet is faster, swift to run into mischief. Oh yeah, let's talk to the handler. Let's see if we can set him up. Let's see if we can do this. Bro, I belong to Yahweh Shai. I have authority over you demons, man. By the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. People want to control. Oh, he's got a lot of influence. He's got a lot of power. Let's see if we can. There's police as well. They're in on it as well. Those of you that know about this gang stalking thing, it's real. It's real. It's not made up. You're not mad. Right? It's spirits that are using people, man. Jumping in people. Come on. A false witness that speaketh lies. Sup, bro? Same thing happened to Yahweh Shai. He was accused. They brought forth many witnesses, and they couldn't even agree about the same thing. This is what's going to happen to a lot of you if you're truly serving the Lord. Oh, he was just, you got that woman that was passing, boss? He was just sitting down. Oh, he was just sitting down. So what? So what? Why are you watching people? Why are you surveilling people illegally? These are cults. And cults have links to groups. And cults have links to technology to be able to track you and see what you're doing on a daily basis, which you're not supposed to be scared about that, because the Lord Yahweh Shai is in control of everything, right? But we're letting you know what's really good. We're letting you know. This is a worldwide thing, right? And these people, they're in a cycle. They're in a loop, right? Go to work, come back home, 6 o'clock news. Same thing, go back home, go to work, get up, eat your dinner, 6 o'clock news. Go to work. That's a loop. That's the cycles that you got to break. You're now free. Go to Colossians now. Let's go. Like consistency, brothers. It will pay off. Trust in the Lord. It will pay off. Colossians. It's Colossians 2. And it says, Babakashah 2, that their hearts might be comforted. Key thing, comforted. Being knit together in love and unto all riches of full assurance of understanding. To the acknowledgement of the mystery of God and of the Father and Mashiach. To the acknowledgement. So our hearts have to be what? Knitted in the Lord Yahushua, knitted in this truth. And to all riches and full assurance and understanding, to the acknowledgement of the mystery of God and the Father of our Mashiach, in whom we have all hid, in whom I hid all treasures of wisdom and knowledge of Mashiach. So we also have hidden treasures, man, in this truth. Hidden. It's not known for everyone. But what happens if people know you have a treasure? What happens? Some people are going to try to take that treasure. You got to look at everything with a spiritual mind, but everything. You're not obligated to give everyone your energy. You're not obligated to do that. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. But that's not your obligation to be a babysitter for everybody. Okay? And check this out. And this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. Hello there, you okay? Lest any man should, right? And it says, with enticing words. So they just want attention. People just want attention. Right? And on them headsets, I just want to give this away. You know them headsets? They can hear what you're saying on them headsets. I don't know how they do it. I think they can merge it in. With our phones, they can merge it in. So as we're doing these lessons right now, they can hear what you're saying. With these headsets, these wireless white headsets. But don't worry about none of that. These are NPCs, non-player characters. Huh? Their job is to keep you in a cycle. The NPC, their job is to keep you in a cycle, but they can also help you to grow. Right? Like in a game, Grand Theft Auto, you have NPCs. New level, new devil. It's about graduating from another level. New levels. Brothers, you've done certain things. Listen. You've overcome certain things that they don't want you to realize you've overcome. So now it's a new level. I'm not saying sit back, be complacent, but take joy in that. Through Yahweh Shai, you've overcame certain things. Take joy in that. Okay? And it says, 1 verse 4. And this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. There's a lot of seducing spirits out here, brothers. Beguile. The serpent beguiled who? Adam. Through enticing words. So let's make sure we're not getting beguiled by enticing words. Alluring. Seduction. That's what the enemy wants to do. He wants to get you outside of the will of God. You've got to be able to see it. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to see what the enemy is doing. If you can't see it, pray to the Lord Yahweh Shai. Have to be able to. All right? And it says, for though I be absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order, and steadfastness of your faith in Mashiach. Be steadfast. Firm. Right? Baba Kashar. As it says, baby, as it says on this, my stick more firmly. Okay? Stay, you gotta be firm in your belief. Firm. Not all shaky and all that. Firm. Rooted. Grounded. Not easily moved. In the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what the Lord wants to be. Grounded. Not shaken, but that's not good. That's not good. People see, people know, the demons know if you really believe. Or if you don't, they know. Right? You got doors slamming now, baby. You know why they do that? Because they've just orchestrated stuff. They all got handlers. If they're not serving Yahweh, they have handlers. Right? Got traffickers driving and whatever. Anyway, let's go back to this. Verse 6. As ye therefore have received Yahweh Shai Mashiach, so therefore we've received his word. It says it. As you there have received Mashiach. So we've received them. Right? We've received his words. Here comes the cult members, baby. All right, bro, they're obsessed with me, man. They're obsessed. Witches, you see it, witches, warlocks. That's why you got to stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. And it says, rooted up and built up in him and established in the faith. Rooted. So make sure you're rooted in Yahweh Shai. Established in the faith. You're not easily shaken, man. Right? Not easily shaken. Rooted, man. These are all witches. These are all warlocks. You can tell they look like they are part of some group, right? You look at these people that walk past, they look like they're part of some type of group. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men and after the rudiments of the world and not after Mashiach. So don't be spoiled by what? Tradition of men and the rudiments of this world. What's a rudiment? A cycle of life. That's a rudiment. So you're not supposed to be following the cycles of this world. You're supposed to be breaking the cycles and generational curses. And you're doing that by teaching, because you may be the only one in your lineage that believes. So therefore you're breaking generational curses. And that's where a lot of witchcraft and attacks come from. Why? Because now you're not in a covenant. That's where you get the word covens, because covens are in a covenant with Satan. So you come into this truth, that gets broken. Now they get very angry. And their job is to get you back into that demonic covenant. This is why you have a high level of witches and warlocks that come after you with vengeance, right? Because it's so witchy. We live in a world where a lot of witchcraft is happening and occult activity. But you fight that with the scriptures. You have to know how to fight. You have to know what you have access to. What do you have access to? Where's the scriptures that you have access to? Concerning certain things. You need to know what you have access to in war. What scriptures to use. You hear that? You hear that? Mario. Beep, 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 beep. You hear the beeping and all that. Come on. We're messing up the matrix, man. It's dysfunctioning, man. We're not of this world. We are not of this world. So we're not of this world. You're going to be shaking things up. Right? People in the cars, driving, nearly crashing. People running, handle it here, handle it there. Right? Not knowing what to do. And we're messing up the matrix, man. Right? We are the anomalies within this. Let's see what else we got, Mama Kushan. That's what I'm saying. This is fun. This is exciting. Come on. This is fun. Come on. I'm loving it, baby. This is why you got to be on fire for the Lord. Be on fire for your heart by Shem Yahweh Shai and break these generational curses, man. Let's do this, man. Right? These cults. Right? Wait, everything's going to get revealed in due time, man. Be careful who you're amongst as well. You could be in a neighborhood where they have strong occult affiliations and they try to get you involved. Don't do that. You better stay focused on this truth. These people drink blood. They drink blood. They sacrifice people. They do odious works because they're on the left-hand side. They have to do those things if they want a reward from Satan. We don't. We don't have to do that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Brothers, don't fret. This is a worldwide thing. I used to say, don't talk about gangs. Talk about it because it brings light to the people that are doing certain. It brings light. Because a lot of people, they're finding out about this. More and more people are talking about it. Of what's really going on. All right? When you got people in cars and people walking past you, and while people are walking past you, there's people in cars that have told these people to walk past you for whatever reason. But the people in the cars would be looking at the people that are walking past you. So bro, there's demonic stuff going on. Right? And the Lord is bringing it to the surface, man. Real talk, right? The Lord is bringing it to the surface. Stay calm. Don't fret. And you see the color codes as well, the different color codes they have and so forth. Hello there. So they got the different color codes and so forth as well. Stay focused. So this is Ecclesiastes 12. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth. Our Creator is Yahweh Shai. Remember, read, back, remember from your mind. In the days of thy youth. You're a young man, remember him. All the way up till you get older. In the days of your youth, right? Don't forget about the Lord Yahweh Shai. Why the evil days come not? Why the evil days are approaching now? Things are getting evil. Nor the years draw near which shall say I have no pleasure in them. So you want to make sure we're cleaving unto the Lord. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after their rain. So it says, while they be not darkened. Why? Because they are going to be darkened. Right? So we got to get into these words. We got to really, really get into these words, man. Fully. These people are trying to harvest. Brothers, you see this on camera. These people are trying to harvest energy and bring it back to the dominant. These are people that have, a lot of these people, they're broken, they've sold out. They're not willing to do that work. Some call it that shadow work. They're not willing to do that work. Be safe out here, man. You got people trying to harvest souls, energy, people, and report back to the demonic kingdom. Then when the enemy says in war, what did you accomplish today in war? What did you accomplish? And when they report back to Satan, we never got nothing done, we didn't accomplish nothing. Well, guess what? You upsetting Satan now because you didn't accomplish nothing in that war. They have a mission. We have a mission as well. It's about being productive in this truth, using those talents for Yahweh Shai. They don't, bro, they get punished. These people, they get punished. They report back to a handler that has a handler that has a handler that has a handler. Then they're given the trace what to do next. This is how this society works. It's a layered, multi-layered system. That's what it is. Just checking the time. It's a multi-layered system. Baba Kishar, that's why multi-layered. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after the rain, in a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Right? God in my territory. God in my territory. Try to get up in my energy. These people are warlocks, man. You see how they do that? They walk here, then they walk here. Yeah, these people, they're warlocks. They're cults, man. You got to understand this. The Lord Jehovah is bringing down your cults, man. Facts. And it says, Baba Kushar, check this out. And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, when the strong men shall bow themselves. So when it says the days of the keepers of the house, what's that? Your financial market. Because they're changing that as well. The whole financial market is being changed. The whole of it is being changed. Stock markets. They're doing away with cash machines. Slowly. They want a one digital system. Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small, great, rich, poor, freeborn, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. This is the agenda. And these people, they don't care. They're part of it. Can't you see? That's why it says the beast shall wage war upon the saints and those that keep his commandments. Certain brothers are going to be martyrs as well. Certain brothers. You have to keep your eyes, listen. Keep your eyes single on the Lord, man. Don't take your eyes off the Lord. If you do that, you start to fall. You start to sink. Right? Hold on. You start to fall. You start to sink. Keep your eyes on the Lord. You understand? Keep your eyes, I would say, keep your eyes on the Lord Yahweh Shai. And he's going to deal with everything else. right? Because he's in control. Let me tell you, I want to tell you something, brothers. The enemy's hoping that you go outside of the scriptures. That's what the enemy's hoping. You go outside of the scriptures. Because now, once you're outside of the scriptures, no protection for you, none. Don't go outside of this. Stay within this. This is the secret place. The enemy wants you outside of that secret place. This is why cults, let me tell you a secret. Cults, they will conjure, they will send you things, they will send you energies, witchcraft, and if you start acting out, now you have the public that are watching. See, the cults are not stupid. These cults will watch you and see, well, how is he going to react? Because your reaction is everything. So if you start acting now, and the public look at you in a negative way, that's power to the dark side. That's power to them. This is why I keep saying we're fighting against a narrative and spirits that are on people. We're fighting against them. This is why your mind has to be in the right place. Has to be in the right place. The people that are involved, they know what they're involved in, but they don't want to stop. They want to take things further. So because they want to take things further, the Lord's going to have to intervene, right? Because he's a power of justice. So you're going to start seeing more things happening. The whole thing is sabotage, slander, and that's it. The enemy wants to sabotage us. Oh, that's all right. You're not on camera. It's all right. How you doing? Are you okay? Hello there. Hello. Hello. She's more focused on something else. What, going to the park? You guys to the park? Yeah?
Bless you.
Bless you too, baby. Well, hold on. You are, it's Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus is Negro. I got something. Hold on. Jesus is Negro. Yeah.
Oh.
Reading Biblia?
I read. Yeah.
Biblia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hispaniola and Jamaica. Familia.
Yeah.
Yeah? Familia.
Jamaica.
Yeah, the man. Yeah. So you got all the tribes out here as well, now. Right? You got the tribes. So we got the tribes as well out here. Come on. Let's do the happy dance. And they try to scare you as well. They will try. A lot of people will try to scare you with certain words and all that. She was looking nice, but remember she's got a child. So brothers, we ain't gonna impute on them. Baba Kisha. Hey, bro, we're wanted, bro. We're wanted out here. We are wanted, dead or alive. So therefore, we got to stay focused on the Lord. Baba Kisha, Satan's after, bro. I don't want to give him no power. But he's on my ass right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We're wanted. You know what I'm saying? We are truly wanted out here. Come on. And it's a Baba Kisha. Where else was to be Baba Kisha? So yeah, the stock market, all that's crashing. They want a cashless society and so forth. That's why they're going to bring in the mark of the beast, the chip. They're bringing that in. Right? They're bringing that system in. Even a lot of these cities, when you're riding, when you're walking, you know what? Sometimes you hear a ping, 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 ping. Because London City is the most surveilled city in the whole world. Bro, they got smart grids. They got cameras everywhere. They have sensors. It's easy to know for them to know where you are. That's the whole system that's being designed. Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls it all both small, great, rich, poor, free, bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? Key thing. In their right hands or in their foreheads. Right? So what's that mark? That mark is the chip. It's the chip. Right? That's what it is. That mark is the chip. You got witches out here trying to mark us in the spirit. You got witches out here trying to mark us in the spirit. What do these people want? I know what they want. They want you to sell out. That's what it comes back to, Brother Kishore. They want you to sell out. Right? The enemy's going to come after you. It's going to throw. But you have to know what you have access to. And you have to know how to overcome the enemy. And how do you overcome the enemy? Through these words. Some of us are dealing with what you call familiar spirits. And it's nothing you brought upon yourself. Some of the time it's through your family line. You know that, right? You know that, right? Covenants can be formed through your family line. Whether it was your granddad's or your grandmother or your mother or your father that's done something real evil or made an agreement with something. And it was just passed down. Right? But how do you break that? You got to break familiar patterns. I keep saying it. That's what you got to break. That's the only way. And come into agreement with Yahweh Shai. That's how you break it. And in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, I renounce all demonic, evil covenants of the enemy. I renounce it in Yahweh Shai's name. I break it. All demonic covenants. Anything that was kept that I may not have been aware of, I break it in Yahweh Shai's name. I break it, I bind it, and so forth. Right? I break it, I bind it, and all in Yahweh Shai's name. Why are you hiding your face? You're not on camera, Baba Kishai. You're not on camera. See, they don't like being shot. They don't like being seen. So we're breaking that, right? We're breaking all those demonic covenants. You know, a spirit can be attached to you through your family line. These things are real. Break all those demonic covenants. Come back to the Lord, man. Right?
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby. Done, baby. So therefore, we got to be in a covenant with Yahweh Shai. Right? Renounce these covenants. Every day, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kishore, if there's anything I might not be fully aware of, any doors open, would you cut them cords? Cut them demonic cords. This is also done through, what do you call it? It's also done through ties. Have you noticed when you're growing in this truth, certain people try to come back into your life? Old people, the old people, that's ties. Are soul ties real? Yes, I believe they are real. Soul ties are real. Soul ties. So you got to break these soul ties. Right? And then you're going to experience more freedom. See, there could be things that are holding you back from this walk, from this journey. Are you listening? There's things that hold you back. So we got to be aware and pray to Yahweh Shai if there's anything missing, because sometimes we could have blind spots. If there's any blind spots, Yahweh Shai, show me them blind spots. Show me anything I'm missing so I can see it and you can deal with it for me. It's so important. It's crucial. Crucial. Because you don't want to think you're doing everything right. Then one thing you're missing, one or two things, spoil everything. But if you're of the elect, the Lord's going to make sure, listen, he's going to put you through the ringer and make sure you're doing what's right for your heart by Shemir. He's going to make sure, he's going to make a way. Facts. Facts. See what else we got, Baba Kishar. Hope this has been edifying, by the way. This is what I'm here to do. I'm edifying to edify the elect. And Lord willing, they would be edified. Right? Don't get caught up in what these people are doing. Do not get caught up in it. Right? This is demonic, bro. Many people have told me, bro. A few people have told me that, yeah, that gang stalking thing, you know that's demonic, right? That's real. These gang stalking is people that get together. Not one, not two, not 10. Not 20, not 30, not even 50. Thousands. Thousands. And they conjure. They conjure. That's gang stalking. And they orchestrate. That's gang stalking. That's done through networks. It's the highest form of witchcraft. You gotta understand these things. There's nothing to be scared about. Nothing to be scared about. But you have to break in Yahushua name. You have to break all that stuff. Break it in Yahushua's name, because it's real stuff. It's monitoring. It's the evil eye. It's charms. It's all of that stuff. All of it. It's lies. It's word spells that have been spoken of your life. When someone tells you you can't do something, hold on just a minute. That's an interesting one. Go to Philippians. People are wicked out here, bro. We're wicked, man. And conniving. So this is Philippians, Baba Kushar. And check this out. Check this out. I can do all things through Yahushua that strengthens me. Right? Which is so important. I'm going to go to John. So we're going to go to John 15. So you're going to have people that say, oh, he can't do anything. That's word spells. And what they would do, bro, I'm telling you the truth, they would do this in a collective way. They would do this in a collective way. So that, bro, there is things going on in the spiritual realm. But when the Lord sees that, the Lord doesn't believe it, because that's not true. So it doesn't hold any weight. It only holds weight if you come into agreement with it, which is they need agreement. Satan needs agreement. Right? He can't do anything. That's lies. So they want you to come into agreement with that lie. But that's not true. Because guess what this is? This is John 15. Right? Hey, check this out. This is John 15, and we're going to jump straight to verse... Where should we start? 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him. See, the same bringeth forth much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. The same bringeth forth much fruit. Without me, you can do nothing. So therefore, without Yahushua, they can't do nothing. They're useless. They can't do nothing without the Lord, man. Right? Nothing. Right? You see more of them joggers? Right? Looks like military as well, right? So you see the joggers? You see, bro, there's some mad stuff going on. There's some mad stuff that's going on there. So without me, you can do nothing. Nothing at all. So you can do things, but Yahushua needs to be back in it. Right? Back in there. So just know we have the victory through Yahushua. We have his victory. Walk in that faith, man. Walk in that confidence. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone hinder you from doing what you're doing. I go shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.